Let's dive into all of this right now. And welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show. Right here, baby, at 6 Scale Cantina. Look, I have been crushed with life lately and work and all this crazy stuff. But this is the one thing that I have been waiting for a couple of weeks, my friends. Listen, I am the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington, and I'll be serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk. And I think this is live and raw. And we've got a special guest who's going to be serving it up with me. We got Fabio from Fabs Figures in the Cantina. Fab, what's going on?
What's up? Thank you for having me as usual.
Oh, heck yeah, man. I am super pumped to have you on, my friend, for sure. And let's go ahead and first let's take a look at everybody we got in here, man. And hello to everyone. Popsick. It's Popsick in the house. What's going on, my friend? You have to wonder, is it possible Hot Toys will start making even more OT figures? Listen, do you see it? Do you see it, Popsick? Here it is. Here it is, baby. Listen, I hope you're sitting at table 5, my friend, because I've got regular. I've got decaf. Look, I've got the cups right here for you. I've got the Spotchka. Shoot, I even got some other thing from Tattooine. Who the heck even knows what it is, baby? But yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar we're going to be talking about some OT figures. Oh, my goodness gracious. Fabio, we got Punisher XS in the house. General Grievous 2005. What's up, Aries? What's up to you? Michael's in the house here. What's going on? OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. LMAO. That's a lot of coffee to spill. Look, man, let me tell you something. I hope we're going to get 808 Michigan Jedi in here because he kind of takes care of all the mops. And then we need the shop vacs as well. Oh, my goodness. Barrett saying, hey, Fabio to you. Hey, what's up, guys? H Green. Look, I'm probably going to miss some of you, but I'm just flashing you up on the screen here. Oh, look, right off the bat, Fabio, we got Devin, who says we need a return of the Jedi Vader and Endor Han. Listen, you can't steal my thunder. That's coming up later in the show. I think Fabio would tell you that. Well, how many of these each would you get, Fab?
Probably at least 2 of each.
For sure. The Big Daddy 64 in the house, the Dark Jedi serving everyone. Thank you so much to Big Daddy 64 and serving it up with Fabio from Fabs Figures, and who's got his own channel now. We're going to talk about that in a second once we get through all you here. Link 2195. Hey, Dark Jedi. Hey, what's going on? And we've got the Star Killer in the house. We've got H Green in the house. I know I'm going to miss some of you in here, but just keep chatting, and hopefully I'll get better at this. Barrett, my coffee is brewing right now. Do you need a refill? Are you sitting with Popsick? Are you on table 5? Or are you on table 1? Or are you just at the bar, baby, with EV99? Oh, my goodness gracious. Welcome, everybody who is in here for Aries is live and raw. We already have 56 in here already, just starting off on Labor Day weekend. On Labor Day weekend, absolutely. And we've got Reximum Rex, evening, Aries, evening to you too. And how can we even have a live stream, Fabio, if we don't have, we got Clayton Lancaster in the house. Let's see. Please tell me you got confirmation from Hot Toys Wizard on that dark side Rey. I need it. Look, you have to wonder if I'm going to get a couple of rings tonight. We'll have to see, Clayton. And as I was going to say, I mean, I feel like, Fabio, I don't know if I could even do a live stream if we don't have single songwriter in the chat. Single songwriter, what is going on, my friend? Welcome, everybody who is in here to Aries is Live and Raw. I am so pumped up. Listen, I'm spilling a ton of coffee just because of the guy who is sitting next to me here. And I want to talk about this just for a little bit. Fabio, I know you just started. Listen, before we even get on, I want to get through. I've got the link to Fab's new YouTube channel within the video description below. So this is what you got to do. We already got over 60 in here now already. Go ahead and go to Fabio's channel and click subscribe. Listen, this guy has more figures and has taken a lot of time on this collection museum. And you absolutely have to check him out. He is awesome. Listen, Fabio, I don't necessarily want you to tell us what's going on your channel because we're going to talk about that later. How about you tell us a little bit? Look, I've been waiting for you to start something like this. You've got like 800 plus figures. Tell us a little bit on why you felt inclined to start this channel.
Well, I started collecting, I want to say 2009, 2010. I was never, into YouTube, any of that. I actually, when I started collecting, I was very to myself with my collection. And actually another collector, he was pretty big back then when I first started. His name was Carlos Fernandez, I believe. He was very well known because he was a really big Superman fan. And everything about his collection was mostly Superman. So he would tell me, if you start showing your collection, you're going to be a god in the community. And I was like, no, I don't really like that. I don't really like showing off. I really don't. I'm a very, reserved, quiet person. I don't like showing off,
right.
posting. And he's like, I'm telling you, every time I would like get something and I would show him, he would tell me, post it. I'm like, I didn't want to really draw attention to myself at all because I'm not that type of person. And then, I started seeing people reviewing figures. I'm like, oh, this is cool. But again, never wanting to do it myself. And it got to the point where I was like, it would be cool to have a YouTube channel, not to do reviews or anything, just because I would, I'm not that type of person to be doing that. But I was like, just to show people, the collection, because I would see people doing, tours of collections and, not to be like, sound like, cocky or anything, but I was like, they're a lot smaller than my collection. I was like, the amount of people that would enjoy seeing something like that would be, amazing. So that's why, I really wanted the channel. But for some reason, I don't know what happened. I never had a channel and it ended up getting blocked somehow. It said it was suspended. Again, I don't know what happened. That's why I was never able to get one. And then, so how I was able to get it, Dante asked me for an email to make an email address, blah, blah, blah. He did it from his home, which is how I was able to get it, which is when I got it, I was like, thanks to him, because without that, I believe that for whatever reason, they banned my IP. I don't know. I just could not make a channel with any email address that I made up. So I was like, I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
It was insane. I don't know how it even happened. So I told him, I said, listen, can you help me out with this? So he did it. It worked right away. So like I told you earlier, right now he's managing my channel because I'm already making mistakes because I was like, I don't know anything about it. So he's making sure that, I don't get in trouble with copyrighted music and stuff like that, which seems to be the problem. Because I don't really know how that works yet.
Right.
So
and I will tell you that it's been great being friends with and getting to know Dante from the Man of Hot Collectibles as well, who's going to have a premiere at 8:30 tonight after this show. Who knows? Maybe he'll pop in with Easy towards the end of the show. But yeah, it's good to kind of have some friends that help you with the channel and whatnot. So anyway, I keep going. But I was really happy to hear that Dante was hooking you up too.
Yeah, no, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, finally. And again, it's not for that. Like, I feel like there's enough reviewers, there's enough. I would, if anything, because I constantly get figures, I would like to do unboxings and like not even speak in them. You know what I mean? Just show the figure as I'm getting it. You know what I mean? So I would like to do that. I'm getting some ideas from some collectors to do like a Throwback Thursdays, Flashback Friday, since I have figures that a lot of collectors, new collectors, haven't seen because they're so old, whether it's Hot Toys or even third-party figures that a lot of people don't even know they made. You know what I mean? So it's good ideas that collectors give me. And eventually at some point, some of the people, some other collectors who are artists themselves who sculpt their own figures and their own statues and stuff like that. I want to have them on the channel, interview them. I feel like a lot of people are very talented, but they don't really, they're not really exposed. They don't really, you don't really know much about them just because they're not that type of people that just enjoy, their artistry and making things, but they don't really show it off. So I feel like, showing that on my channel, as a collector, stuff like that. So that's what I really want the channel for. Just to give, I guess, the people, like one of my ideas would be like a very beginning collector. You know what I mean? Somebody that just started within the last few months. That what he thinks of the hobby, what he expects from the hobby, what got him, things like that. Nothing crazy either, but
it's well needed, especially from someone like you. And before we continue with that, look, we already got 83 that are in here, and I've seen quite a few comments where people have subscribed to Fabs Figures, to Fabio's here. And listen, thank you so much, and continue to do that. Look, I mean, Fabio has just an incredible collection, and I've got the link to his channel within the video description below. All you got to do is click on it and hit subscribe and support this channel here. Look, it's going to be a real it's going to be a real coffee spiller in the community when you have like 800 plus figures. Look, this is why Fabio is on here tonight, to talk about a lot of this stuff. Now, Fabio, I will tell you, now people keep asking me, everyone's asking me out there, Aries, can you give me a collection tour? How many of you out there want a collection tour? Listen, if I give you a collection tour, I'll probably have some coffee while I go ahead and do it. I just got to make sure I don't spill it on the glass, but it's coming. It's coming in just a few weeks. But Fabio, I've got about 100 figures in my collection, and they're all Star Wars. So, and it's taken me a long time to brew a lot of coffee, to drink a lot of Spotchka, and to absorb that kind of Star Wars. It's a real concentrated collection. And I had to give up. Not give up, but I had to liquidate some other collections and some other things that I had to really focus just on Star Wars. And I can't wait to share the collection tour, which you dwarf. But maybe with someone like me who's got about like 100 Star Wars, and I can't wait to show what I have, Hot Toys and elsewhere. For me, it's been many years in a journey to be able to acquire some of the figures that I want in a collection, something that's enjoyable to me. How about for you? Like what kind of journey has it, or do you recommend for somebody that's looking to try and, hey, someday before I die, I want Fabio's collection, or someday I want to get Aries' Star Wars, I want to get like 100 figures in there. What do you advise?
Well, so number one, I never expected to get this big. That was number one. I never thought that I would get so into it and really enjoy, collecting. My very first figure, Hot Toys figure, was I believe it was the first Batman Begins Batman, and then that Joker that came out after.
Wow. And yeah, I love that Christian. Yeah.
Those were like compared to what they became now, all those reissues, the head sculpt was very, very crappy. Like, it didn't look good at all. But that was Hot Toys, in the beginning. They were just not as good as they are now. And believe it or not, I ended up selling those figures. I wanted them back after I sold them, like a couple of years after. I was like,
how many times does that happen, right?
Exactly. But I learned my lesson. After that, I never sold anything again. That's when everything started.
Wow, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I sold them because I was seeing how much you were going for, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, this is going for this. I had got it for, at the time, maybe, I want to say it was like 160, 170, something like that. And I was like, and they were going at the time for like over 200. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, let me just get rid of it and I'll just get another one. Huge mistake. I never got another one. I'm still to this day, never got another one. It just got so expensive. And then as the figures got better, I was like, why would I go back to something that looks like this when they look like this now? So that made me justify losing the figures. You know what I mean? But I never sold anything after that, which is how I started with, just keeping them. And I'm at least, like I said, at least 800 plus right now.
And that's an interesting point. And still saying, we got 86 in here now. 808 Michigan Jedi's got the shop vac all plugged in. Look, we got some pretty big pots here. 808 Michigan Jedi. So I'm glad that you have that ready. You have the mops ready. I see that Sean is in here. Sean Sandler, that's great. Able to make a live show. Welcome to everybody who's come on in here. I see Doc Smizel is in here as well. Combat Evolve. We already know that Pop Six on table 5 and Ivor is in the house as well. UK in the house. Absolutely. That's how I was able to grow my collection. And when I do my collection, Tor Fabio, is I didn't I've went through the things like, oh, I wish I would have kept that as I'm having a collection. I can't believe I sold that, and then I winded up rebuying it, and it cost me more money, it cost me more time. But the one thing I'm able to do is once I complete a collection, and if I want to go ahead and liquidate it and sell it, then I've made enough where I can start getting into another collection, maybe something even more extravagant. Like Hot Toys was a very extravagant, for me to embark on to get into that. And, liquidating a couple of big collections that I had was a reason I was able to get a really good foundation. But if I didn't do that from before and didn't keep my figures, so I keep my figures, and then if I want to sell a whole collection, I'll sell the whole collection. But then I'm able to kind of get into another one. So it's kind of like you're here, and then you're here, and then you're here, and then you keep going on up. So that's how I've been able to do it anyway. So 89 in here. We've got Fabio from Fabs Figures in the house. We've been talking a lot about this man's outrageous, a tremendous collection. Again, I've got the video link to his channel within the video description below. Please go ahead and subscribe to Fabs Figures. And for all of you that are new in here, this is 6 Scale Cantina, baby. I am the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington, serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk. And please go ahead and subscribe to 6 Scale Cantina. And hit that like button if you haven't yet. That really helps out the video. And listen, we're going to get into some. Are you ready, Popsic? We're gonna pour soon. I'm going to make him wait for those OT ones. I'm going to make him wait. But listen, if you want Howard to hear this, hit the like button. 91 in here. Hit the like button so that Mr. Chan hears all of this. Goodness gracious. Welcome everybody who's in here. So, all right, look, I guess we should kick some things off here, Fabio, and get into, people want me to spill some coffee. And so, everybody watches my market outlook and the market value chart and whatnot. This is more of, hey, can we, what's going to be coming out? But one thing I want to point out, and I want to start off with this, and let me pull this up onto the screen. All right, so listen. That wasn't what I meant to do. I pulled Fabio. You should have been showing your collection when you were up on there.
I was like, what's going on right now?
Let me try it. Let me try it this way and share this screen instead. Let's see if this works here. Yeah, bear with me, folks. Yeah. There we go. I think that'll do it. All right. So listen, I got to bring this up, Fabio. Let's see here if this comes up. All right, look. A lot of people were disappointed. We're going to talk a little bit about Grievous. Now, look, a lot of people saw my video, my latest market outlook edition of the market value chart show from just a few days ago, okay? I think I put it out on Thursday, a couple days ago. And so here's the thing, Fabio, it wasn't what some people were hoping for, because the joints were loose or something with the paint applications or something to this effect. Look, it's easy to get excited about a figure. You have to understand the brand that you're buying. And if you're expecting Hot Toys quality, then you should be looking at Hot Toys or something that's not, commercially produced. That being said, it looks like they're going to send out replacement parts. I certainly got an email that they were going to do that, and that they're going to go ahead and correct this figure. It's been delayed until December or January. So this is going to come out better than what has come out. And here's the interesting thing about this that I want your take on. During the May 4th week this past year, I absolutely praised Sideshow for hearing the cries of the Star Wars collecting community, because everyone was talking about a legacy character, a Mace Windu, a General Grievous, some type of figure like that. And they actually came out with this absolute surprise, this shock, this awe during May 4th week, which is a really sacred holiday for a lot of Star Wars fans. And I was wondering if Hot Toys really understood what May 4th, May the 4th be with you, really was during there, because they gave us some great figures, but they didn't give us great figures that came on top of like the Luke Mando that just came out, or the Boba Fett on the throne. You want to give us a lot of stuff that's side stuff, or a lot of side characters. First, give us a queen or a king or an upper echelon figure. Then you can feed Frog Lady and all that stuff, and everyone's going to eat it up. But what happened is Sideshow saw something, I thought, and they came out with this. And this was the number one with 96 in here. I'll tell everybody in here, this was the number one selling figure all during May 4th week, with everything that was coming out, including Echo from the Bad Batch, everything else that they came out with during that time. So I really felt like it was a battle, and Hot Toys had to concede round one and say, okay, you won round one. But let me tell you something, Fabio, and I want your take on this. Here comes round two, because this was a major blunder, I believe, with this figure. And now it's delayed till the end of the year. And you have to wonder, is it possible that Hot Toys could come out with round two over here with everything that's going on and shock us, surprise us with an official announcement or tease of a General Grievous of their own? Because let me tell you something, I think they know that they lost that battle back on May 4th week, but they could get right back into the winning column if they did this now. What say you?
Well, at this point, as we've seen, Hot Toys is not holding back with characters, especially from The Mandalorian. So anything's possible at this point, I feel like. But I feel like, Sideshow, going back to the figure that they made, Sideshow is better than that. The first one didn't have all these issues. So they're capable of making a good figure, period. They just are. What happened to this figure? Why did it come out like this? Did they rush it? Like what happened that it's so bad? I saw somebody posted a picture of it, I guess, out of the box. Well, apparently that's what he said. I don't know if it's true or not. But out of the box, the shoulder joint completely cracked. Like, how can you possibly ship out a product in that bad of a condition and expect people to be like happy about it? Or not even that, like, it's going to get around that the figure is not good at all. So how do you put your name on the line to ship out something like that? You know what I mean? And like I said, Sideshow is very good. I've been collecting Sideshow for many years, and for some reason, even though some of the figures do get somewhat better, when it comes to accessories, barely anything. Bases, the most basic base you could get, and they're charging you Hot Toys prices. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't have the first Grievous figure for that reason. I stopped collecting Sideshow for a long time because of that. I'm like, you're getting, you're paying all this money for these crappy figures. They're okay, but you're not getting any accessories. They weren't crappy. They were decent, but I'm like, you're not getting anything for these prices. So I was like, you know what? And again, because it was Sideshow, I was like, Hot Toys has got to come out with this Grievous figure at some point, which is, again, why I was like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I'll just wait for Hot Toys, not realizing that they were never going to make one, at least till this, this long. But at this point, like I said, I feel like anything's possible. If it makes some money, which now seeing how Sideshow dropped the ball with this figure, they could come out and just, make their own.
Yeah. I really think that this would be a smart business move. Not to pile someone on their down. Look, Sideshow's very big, and they're doing the right things and giving you replacement parts and trying to correct it. But pulling up this, some other collectors have different perspectives. Like, I'm a voodoo child here. Aries, what really hurts Sideshow is the integrity they lose with the community. That will hurt for a long time to come. Look, I was a little skeptical when it seemed like it was almost pulling teeth to really find out, was this re-engineered? It would have been nice if it was in the description. And I think with all of those questions, personally, my personal business model would have been, with 100 in here already, go ahead and hit that like button, please. Thank you so much. My personal preference would have been Fabio, look, put in the item description that this has been re-engineered. Put in that the joints have been replaced. And take a look at some prototypes. Or some examples of these. Get some shipped to you. See what's going on before you go ahead and approve production. Take an extra month or two. You're going to come out with the figures way before Hot Toys does anyway. Now, that is something that they have up on Hot Toys for sure. They could release figures a little bit quicker. Right. But it would have been great to wait another month or two until they could correct this issue. And then, with the paint application, just say, but I feel like that, like what I'm a voodoo child said here, there is some truth to that. I do feel like they missed this. And then on top of it, here's why I think Hot Toys is going to absolutely... Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm getting a call. Let's see who it is, Fabio. Hello? Wizard! You sound like Princess Leia. Oh, because you could morph into any person or alien that you choose to at any time, because you're a changeling and you're an awesome wizard. Okay. All right. Well, just a little, okay, crazy. Well, you already told me this, but what? Really? You're kidding. All right. I'll let Fabio know. You're going to call me later. He said he's going to call back. Listen, I just got word from the Hot Toys wizard, Fabio, that before the end of this year, that we are going to get either a tease or an official announcement of a Hot Toys General Grievous. Wow.
No way.
I really think that they're paying attention, and I really think that they can do this. If they do this, Fabio, like IG-11, and they give you just a couple of, die-cast parts for stabilization, how good can this Grievous be, and what do you think the price range would be? What say you?
That'll be amazing. It'll be sold out fairly quickly, and I feel like, depending on what, how much die-cast, what goes into it, I feel like that figure easy would be at least about $300 at least.
At least. And probably like, now, how much was IG-11? Do you remember? It was like $2 something.
Yeah, it was like $2 something. Yeah, exactly.
So even like let's say that they had a Grievous and they made it like the price of the chrome-plated Mandalorian without all the, or what is the chrome-plated Mandalorian? Like $385? I think it's for $375. Maybe people in the chat know.
Something like that. Yep.
The deluxe one. Yeah, I think it's like $385, whatever that chrome-plated Mandalorian is. So let's say that they had it at $385, a General Grievous that had a couple of die-cast parts. How well would that sell, especially with what happened now? And how would that compete directly with the Sideshow version? Because there is a competition here, and there are some collectors that are just like, look, I don't need the Hot Toys version. I'm very happy with this version. It's okay. And I don't want to spend an extra $100. But then you got a lot of people that are like, look, I was expecting Hot Toys quality. Correct. And I want Hot Toys quality. So now I'm going to spend the extra $100 to get that. Who's going to win out in the long run with two figures on the market?
I feel like, Hot Toys, it's there's no doubt that if they come out with that figure, very, very limited amount of people will keep buying the Sideshow figure, because Sideshow puts that out, forget it. Everybody's going to want it. If there's die cast on it, even more, and it's going to be a beefier figure altogether. It's just going to be, you're going to feel that it's a Hot Toys figure, especially like you said, if they decided to go with the die cast, forget it. It's going to be
well, I think like Combat Evolve is saying, if it's all die cast, it probably is $500-600. But what if it's just partly die cast? That's where I think it could be $400.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. $385, $375, $385. That'll be a normal price if it's partly. And like I said, it'll, even if it's part die cast, it'll sell very well, because again, and you could see the difference immediately from any other figure and a Hot Toys figure. And especially if you compare, a Sideshow figure with a Hot Toys figure, nowhere near close. They may look similar, but the quality is, two different worlds. So Hot Toys will blow them out of the water immediately.
He's got JB Collection in the house. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel. I said Sideshow was just pushing out their trash out before Hot Toys brings theirs out. Look,
that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. It
does make sense. I really, really think, and I really do think that Hot Toys is going to come out with one. Now, let's get a feel from the chat. Listen. How many of you would spill coffee, add brew coffee, or have Spotchka if you woke up in the morning, if you woke up tomorrow morning, if you woke up, I don't know, New Year's Eve morning or New Year's morning or next Monday, and Hot Toys officially announces a General Grievous? I know I'm going to spill a ton of coffee on this. This would be like, listen, I'd have to do a special live stream just for it. That's how much I love this character. But I'm going to ask you, Fabio, I know for me, it doesn't have to be all diecast. It doesn't have to be like the Tamashii Nation's C-3PO. I don't need to spend $600-700 on it. Just give me a couple pieces, make it like the IG-11, and I'll be happy at $400. Look, even $450, I'd buy it all day long. What say you?
No, it's true. Yeah. I think the same thing. I feel like, but even so, I don't think Hot Toys would do an all diecast Grievous at all. I don't think so. If they were to add some diecast, yeah, it'll be, pieces here and there. But again, because of the price point, if they decided to go all diecast, I feel like it would turn a lot of people off. Because look at his body. Look how thin he is. So it wouldn't be a lot of stuff to put on. But I feel like just because of the word diecast, it'll just be through the roof with the pricing. So I feel like it'll just be, if they do it, it'll be a couple parts here and there, just like IG. I mean, that would be ideal for them to have a lot of people buy it.
Yeah.
If you have...
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, if you have, $500-600 figure, yeah, they're still going to sell, but a lot of people are going to, number one, completely pass, or number two, wait till somebody, opens it, doesn't like it, and sells it for, a little bit cheaper, or wait until it's used and hope that it goes down in price, which, no figures rarely do at this point now. So
people, some of these comments are funny about Grievous where they would spill their coffee. Listen, here's where I think it'd be about $400. Because you're going to have to they're probably going to have to give us two sets of arms, maybe, unless they engineer it in a way where it can open up, and maybe they will do that. They're probably going to give us the bow there, the staff. They got to give us 4 lightsabers, the gun, the cape. So I actually see it has to be at least $350, I think, Fabio. But I think the most I'd be okay with $450. Somewhere between $350 and $450. If they just put the word diecast in there, I'm good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, so absolutely. So this would totally be a coffee spiller for me, for sure. And, you know, pulling up some other things here on Grievous. I mean, look, and I also think, and I was taking a look, and I really think the Sideshow head sculpt is pretty good. And I did see, and I mentioned Dante, the man of Hot Collectibles, who popped up in here, and maybe he'll pop up later in the show on here with us. But it looks pretty good. But, you know, he did give a $300 figure, and I was talking to him about it over the phone yesterday, a 6 out of 10, which is not a bad score, but for a $300 figure. And I think when you look at this is like a picture from the movie. As good as Sideshow did with this head sculpt, I feel like Hot Toys would just be like, it would look like it's from the movie. What do you think?
Absolutely. If you saw, I don't know if you just saw the Shang-Chi figures that came out.
Yes,
those head sculpts looked beautiful. But again, I feel like every time we see something, they announce something, everything looks great. Once they cast it, boom, there goes the what do you call it? The detail, there goes everything. You know, they never look the same as they do with the promo pictures, and it's annoying. But it'll be way better than Sideshow, 100%.
Yeah, I really feel like it would be just the quintessential, the most sought after Grievous on the market, and especially if they can put this out at under $450, especially right at that sweet spot of $400, because this character is epic. And I know for me personally, I actually returned mine. And only because I knew that I wasn't getting a Hot Toys version, but I didn't like everything with the joints. And I really thought it was going to be re-engineered in some fashion. And so I was offered, I would get my non-refundable deposit back, the shipping back, the taxes back. So I went ahead and took it. And I figured, let me see, I could always reorder it again in for December, January and get the corrected version.
Right.
And so once I get more information on that, I just might do that. But I wasn't satisfied with it now personally, but it did make me wonder, is it possible that Hot Toys is now going to come out with their own version of General Grievous because of this whole situation? And I say yes. And we already heard from the Hot Toys wizard that it's going to get officially announced or teased before the end of this year, baby. Listen, who wants some coffee? Popsicle, you still at table 5? I think Popsicle needs some OT love here. But listen, let me give you some coffee, my friend, brother, before you go in there. If any spilled on the floor, go ahead and take 808 Michigan Jedi's shop vac for sure. Let me pull this up on the screen. So look who's with him here. Look who's with him here, Fabio. Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. And I tell you what, this was another reason why I was absolutely craving to get General Grievous into my collection. And I wanted one that was going to be, really look good with the Hot Toys version of Obi-Wan Kenobi for sure. And let me tell you something with Obi-Wan Kenobi. And, I'll pull this up onto the screen. This figure right now is absolutely killing it, Fabio, and everybody in the chat. And it is all day long, the deluxe version, selling over the $600 tier range more often than the high or mid $500 tier range now on a regular basis. All of these are in August from a U.S. seller, 100% positive feedback. U.S. seller, again, $649. They sold off at $650 a pop like hotcakes. And that's not including shipping, and it's not including taxes, well over $700. And Fabio, let me go ahead and just bring up 6scalecantina.com. And for all of you that are in the chat, and if you don't have 6scalecantina.com bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so, because it has everything that's going on within the biggest mover section for the secondary market for Star Wars Hot Toys listed on the front page. And then, of course, you have the market value chart, which I'm pulling up right now. And I'm going to go down to the chart, and I'm going to go ahead and just type in Obi-Wan so we can get all the Obi-Wan figures. And when I do that, you can see that this Obi-Wan Deluxe Fabio is $605 now. I mentioned it in the show from a couple of days ago. It breached the $600 tier range. So how, for a figure that's so highly sought after, Fabio, in the secondary market, you have to take that into account. Hot Toys has to take that into account. They're not just throwing out a Grievous to throw out a General Grievous just to compete with Sideshow. They actually have a figure that's already out. And then they're also coming out with a Clone Wars version of Obi-Wan. And we'll talk about that a little later in the show, baby, as we spill coffee. But listen, it would go really well, not just because if it's die-cast or not die-cast, Fabio, because it's going to go well with Obi-Wan, baby.
So what are you saying? You're saying a DX double pack?
Oh, wow. No, I actually wasn't. I was saying it makes sense. They're not just throwing out a Grievous to throw out a Grievous. But listen, you're telling me about a reissuing the Obi-Wan and putting it in a double pack?
I mean, don't forget though, you have to understand that Hot Toys does do this on purpose. When they see that their items are selling that high on the secondary market, whether it's eBay, Amazon, whatever it is, they will reissue on purpose to kill that market. So you never know, You
never know, and you bring up a good point. They are being very savvy with the way that they're coming out with figures, and this has been a peculiar year. And like 808 Michigan Jedi saying in here in Combat Evolve, we got 100 in here. Please hit that like button, because Howard Chan needs to know we want a Hot Toy. Look, we've been telling Howard Chan we wanted a Hot Toys Grievous during the May 4th weekend. So listen, Howard, it'll sell. It'll sell. It'll sell. Look, we're brewing a ton of coffee. Let me pour you some, baby. It'll sell. Hit that like button. Yeah, no, you know what? They could. They've done a lot of crazy things this year, Fabio. Look at that Nightmare Batman. That exclusive reissue for the dark suit Superman. So is it possible that they could go ahead and reissue? Oh, there you go. You're going to get a Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, but here it comes with a Grievous. Now that would be an expensive 2-pack, baby. What do you think that would be?
I mean, so let's say, for example, they want to make it a little bit cheaper for the consumer, so they'll make the Grievous all plastic, right? So let's just say it's all plastic, just to make it, like I said, to make it a little bit cheaper for us. And then obviously the Obi-Wan figure, that's easy, $450, $475, maybe. If it's plastic, even $500. But then if you start adding die cast, that's easily $600 plus.
For a lot of people that don't have that Obi-Wan, I can see them buying it, though. I mean, wow. If let's say, let's imagine a world. Let's imagine a universe where Hot Toys never released a Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. Everyone would be like, let's just imagine a universe. And then all of a sudden they give you Grievous and Obi-Wan in a 2-pack like that, and it was $600 or $700. I'd buy it.
I would buy it in a heartbeat.
I'd buy it all day long. But they already released an Obi-Wan. But yeah, it's really, really interesting for sure. Let me go ahead and go to this here. So, I'm showing you what Obi-Wan is going for. And that brings me to this. I actually don't think is it possible that the reissue that we're going to get, or the figure that you need to look to, is this one here. Now, I have heard from my insiders that this Obi-Wan figure, Fabio, from the Clone Wars is 1,000% coming out. Now, I heard it was supposed to be officially announced this year, or in conjunction with when the Anakin final production photos come out, they go ahead and do this. So it's possible that could happen in January. I think that there's another con or some kind of collection show that's going to be going on. But this figure is absolutely coming. And I'm telling you, for me, look, I went ahead and I actually have on pre-order Anakin with the stap. And the reason I got the stap is because I have a large part of my display that's inside of Curio, where on top of the stap, it's going to fill up a nice center space. And then I can put like Ahsoka on one side, and I can put like Rex on the other and have things in the background, and then have the prequel figures, on top of that. But I don't have the regular Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. I have the dark side Anakin, and I can't shake my feeling on it. I don't know how anyone else feels. To me, that's not Anakin, because the dark side Anakin's Darth Vader. Look, I've been watching the movie a lot lately again too, and the Emperor said, henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader. And even Yoda was telling Obi-Wan when they were in the temple and they were looking at the security films, this isn't Anakin anymore. This is Darth Vader. So to me, I don't have an Anakin figure. So I'm taking the Clone Wars Anakin with the stap as my Anakin figure, because I'm not going to spend $600, $700 on that. And I think that this figure is going to fill the void for a lot of collectors as well. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. This figure, for me at least, immediately, as soon as it comes out, pre-order, I'm getting it right away. I love the outfit. Again, Hot Toys, the fact that they announced this, they didn't announce this a while ago. I feel like I saw this a while ago and they just never did it. But I can't wait to see this, to get that Anakin with the stap. And I got, what else did I get? I got another figure coming also from that the Clone Wars. Can't remember what it was, but I can't wait.
From Hot Toys?
From Hot Toys, yeah. But I can't wait to display all the.
Oh, you got the Ahsoka, you got Rex, you got Ahsoka, yes.
Oh, I can't wait for them to just have them all together. They're gonna look so nice.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so, that's one of the things. Listen, get ready. If anyone out there in the chat is looking for the Clone Wars Kenobi, get ready to spill your coffee, because the official announcement is coming any day, any week, any month. It's going to come out. You're going to be able to display it next to your Clone Wars Anakin, next to the Clone Wars Ahsoka Tano, next to Captain Rex, next to your Clone Wars wall, your Coruscant Guard, your 501st. Listen, you're going to be able to do it, and you're going to get more Clone Wars figures, baby. It's going to happen, but sticking with Obi-Wan. Listen, is it possible that this particular figure here could be something on the docket coming for Hot Toys for Star Wars? Now, listen, I know we got the Obi-Wan series that is going to be coming out, Fabio. But I really feel personally that they're going to focus on Obi-Wan with the longer hair in the desert, a figure that's going to emulate that, that look for Ewan McGregor, in that series, and possibly even, another look that they have. Remember, look, just with WandaVision, didn't they come out with 2 Vision figures from that show, or am I wrong? Don't they have a white Vision and...
Yes, so they got the regular Vision and the white Vision. Yep.
Okay. So I think Obi-Wan, with all the flashbacks, or maybe even flash forwards, is it possible that they're going to concentrate on 2 brand new figures in there? But I mean, this would go. I have my DX-16. I have Qui-Gon Jinn. I feel like this is missing. I'd love this figure. What about you?
Yeah, no, that would be good. I feel like sometimes Hot Toys, they jump a lot. They'll do one figure and then they'll do something, that has nothing to do with this, which, it's fine to a certain extent, but it's like, I feel like sometimes they should complete a whole line, but they'll complete a whole line, over the years, not like back to back, which I feel like that's what they should do it. But, it is what it is. But I would love this figure if they made it.
Yeah, me too. I absolutely would love this figure. And, who knows how popular that series is going to be. Now, I'm not exactly sure if it's just a one-off or it's going to be an exploration, a test run, if you will, where, just like the Book of Boba Fett, I can tell you right now, if the Book of Boba Fett knocks it out of the park, you're probably going to see a season 2. You're probably going to see a season 3. I mean, there's no reason to not do it. And
Well,
who knows what they're going to spin off here with the Obi-Wan series. There's
that's a
so
great.
many possibilities, but I think we have to get used to the fact. I was talking about it at my last show. It's a brand new world coming out of COVID or on this next, in 2021 on this tail end. And not as many people are going to the movie theaters blockbuster wise like Gone with the Wind. There's a little more caution. And companies like Disney know now, hey, listen, I could stream this and keep some of that money for myself. So it's going to be different just because of what they discovered. It's like they discovered something.
Mm-hmm.
So I think on top of that, with all these television shows that are going to be coming out, we're going to be getting a plethora of figures. So I think the time, Fabio, of, oh, well, we can't have 3 Obi-Wans on the market at the same time, or 4 Lukes, or 4 Mandos. I don't know. I don't really think that that's the case, because they're going to come out with all this content and they're going to want to put out figures for them, right?
Absolutely. That's exactly right. So I feel like all these shows now and movies as well, I think what they do is they'll wait to see the response they get, the feedback they get, and if they make enough money with obviously movie sales, they'll come out with a second one. So why not for a series as well? That does very well. Believe me, they'll come up with ideas and scripts to keep it going no matter what.
Yeah. Ivor says Harrison Ford signed the contract. Yeah. Luis is in the house. What's up, peoples? What's up, Luis? The clone collector, Ahsoka, has her own series. I know, baby. She has her own series. I'm going to drink to that. Yeah. And is it possible the clone collector, that Grand Admiral Thrawn, is going to make an appearance in her series? Come on. Do I even got to say? And I say yes? Man, we're going to have a lot of stuff. Listen, I'm going to tease something here. I'm going to be coming out with a brand new show this season. It's going to be called the Star Wars Hot Toys Hour. And it's going to be me and the man of hot collectibles. So we're going to be doing like 6 episodes a season, a quarter, on the Star Wars Hot Toys Hour. And we're going to talk everything about Star Wars Hot Toys, what's going on, what's going to come out. But we're also going to talk about all the upcoming content on Disney Plus and from Disney, and how all that upcoming content equates to future Hot Toys, baby. Listen, they're going to be coming out with a lot of them. And so look for the Star Wars Hot Toys Hour just about every other week with me, Aries, the Dark Jedi, and also Dante from the Man of Hot Collectibles. Have I mentioned yet to hit that like button? And have I mentioned to subscribe to 6 Scale Cantina? If you haven't, please do so. And please subscribe to this man, Fabio from Fabs Figures, with his brand new channel. I've got the link to his channel within the video description below. Okay, so listen, Popsick, here's one of the figures. I got to throw Popsick something because I think he's getting antsy. Is anybody ready to spill some real coffee? Anyone ready? Does anyone need Spotchka? Well, bring it to whatever table you're on. Who needs some Jawa Juice or whatever the heck? Whatever the heck that is there. Listen, get ready to pour, because what I'm going to show you is 1,000%. Wait a minute, I'm getting another call. Yes, Wizard. What? Well, now you sound like Mace Windu. What'd you call me? All right, listen, I'm going to show it on the screen. How'd you even know that? Because you're a wizard. And it's absolutely coming out. They're absolutely going to announce this. There's no doubt. And, well, I'll wait till I flash it on the screen to say that. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Combat Evolve is ready for the news. Are you ready? Make some noise if you are ready.
No.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Why, Howard, has it taken so long? Howard, you're breaking my heart. I hope some of you got that. Listen, I need C-3PO. I need a DX C-3PO. I need a C-3PO in my Hot Toys collection. That one needs everyone needs a C-3PO in their collection. Fabio, they're going to be coming out with this. Look, they don't have to wait for C-3PO to show up on the Andor series, right, or on the Knights of the New Republic series, or the Mandalorian, or this or that. They don't need. He's almost been in every darn thing they ever put out.
That's right.
Come on. Look, and this, I think, is going to be the same thing as Grievous, because they're coming out with a Grievous, and this has been selling all day long for Sideshow, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I've seen the reviews on it, but I don't really care for it from my collection. I actually got a C-3PO in another line that's more shiny and more chrome and more what I'm looking for. Look, even if Hot Toys just did the gold chrome plated like they did on that gold chrome Stormtrooper, you know the one I'm talking about? Yeah, that's all they got to do with this, right?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's a different tint of tint of gold, you know, compared to because I have the gold one. It's the different tone, and I have the Sideshow C-3PO as well. You know, the figure's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but you know, it's an old figure. It was, I believe, it was the very first one Sideshow came out with. And, you know, obviously material has changed and all that stuff from back then, but it feels very, very cheap. So yeah, that's why I'm really, I mean, if they do come out, if Hot Toys comes out with a C-3PO, you know, the fact that they never did one, that right there, if they decided to tackle that, a DX with, you know, either R2 would be amazing, or
oh man, that's like one of the original logos. It's C-3PO. Listen, that's what George Lucas basically had the whole storyboards with Star Wars. The droids told the stories.
Right. So if Hot Toys decides to go that route with that figure, I feel like they have to go all out because of the fact that they don't, like, if they had a regular one from back then, yeah, I understand you want to make it better and improve, but you don't even have a single one out. So I feel like being such an iconic figure, it has to be, you know, here it is. You've been waiting for it for this long. Boom, you know, and just give us something big.
Yeah. Look, Hawk Wars Toys is the house. Look, I use his auctions sometimes when I collect data from the market value chart. Hawk Wars Toys, what's going on? Yes, good to have him in the house. And he thinks a Chewie and C-3PO combo. Look, I'm looking every week for a Chewbacca, baby. Every week I'm looking for a Chewbacca. And it's not happening for me. But if they came out with a 2-pack like this, look, because, you know, even if, and I'm going to pull this up onto the screen because it's not my favorite one. I just, for some reason, Fabio, I just, you know I was just talking about it. We're just talking about it. I can't pull the trigger on this particular figure for me. And it's $235. It's okay. But when I look at the Tamashii Nations one, I'm just like, wow, that is the C-3PO I absolutely want. And they don't have to give us a whole lot with this, like they do, Fabio, with the Iron Man figures or some of those figures with all bunch of accessories. If they just gave us C-3PO with like nothing, a light up function and just die cast, that's fine. Sell it for $350 or whatever the heck it would be. You don't have to give us any accessories. I'd buy it all day long, baby. Yeah, that's what I think they should do.
Hot Toys would never do that. Hot Toys would never give you a figure with nothing. You know what I mean?
No, they got to give you something.
Exactly. That's their thing. You know, like that. differentiates right there between Sideshow and Hot Toys. You get a Sideshow figure, you get, a couple hands and a base. Hot Toys gives you, a background. They'll give you a nice base, depending on what the figure is, they'll give you a base, according to
Give us
that.
the base. Give us the red arm. There you go. And give us, who's that little guy? I forget. Who's the little guy who was, oh, goodness. Babu Frick? Is that what it is? Babu Frick from the Rise of Skywalker, who was repairing his Sith eyes or whatever the heck that was. I think it was Babu Frick.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, give us a DX. I don't know. Listen.
Let me get the figure. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and get the figure. It's Popsic's putting up. Can't wait for Unfiltered after this. Yes, listen. The man of hot collectibles, Dante at EZ Company Collectibles. I probably did that horribly, but listen, I gave it a shot, baby. They're going to have Unfiltered right after Live and Raw. You absolutely don't want to miss Unfiltered when that comes on at 8:30. And listen, we've got over 100 in here now. We've been over 100. Please hit that like button. Smash that like button. Hit that like button. Just don't pour coffee over that like button, baby. Popsic, you need a refill? Anyone else in there need a refill? All right, listen. Let me take this off so we can see what Fabio is showing there. And Fabio, bear with me. You know I'm not great at this stuff. No, that's not the wrong thing. Solo layout. Oh, wait, which one's that? Is that Tamashi Nations?
No. I believe this is a Metacom one. Because I didn't even have the Sideshow one. This is Metacom.
That's the Metacom one.
Yeah, Metacom. Look, the eyes slide up.
Oh, wow.
Wait, there we go.
Oh, wow. Now, that is...
And then this, like, the batteries are dead, but he speaks as well.
That's the Metacom one?
Yeah, listen.
Listen, Fabio, you don't want to give the Hot Toys Wizards any idea. I don't know if I can tolerate talking to the Hot Toys Wizard if he gives me that C-3PO voice. I just can't do it, baby.
Yeah, so this is, like I said, feels very, very cheap, but it's got, it's got the light up eyes and it's got the, the talking box.
I was looking at that. You know what? You have all these figures, so maybe help me. Because I was, the only reason I didn't get that Medicom version is I saw a review. The review talked me out of it that it's too short. It's not going to work with your Hot Toys collection. Now,
it works fine. It
works fine with yours. That's the reason. And I don't remember what review it was many years ago. And I'm like, darn, that's one way to skin the cat because I'd love to have that one. So you don't think it's that much of a differential?
At all. And if you want, I'll take, because I have it with Princess Leia. I have it with
no kidding.
The original.
Listen, I'm spilling my coffee because I might buy that one tomorrow, baby.
Again, but the joint's very flimsy. It feels very cheap, but it gets the job done. That's why I didn't buy any other ones. But the thing is that, like I said, it's just a very, very cheap figure. But like I said, I have it with Leia. I have it with the original Obi. I have it with the Sideshow R2, which is the only one I have. I have it with Bespin Luke. So I have them all in a detailed shelf, and they look all great together, like perfect. I have Chewie and Han in there. It looks great.
Now, is it how you display it? I know that like Denobi's chiming in over here. He's saying Metacom is too short. I have the TC-14. Okay. But I'm wondering if it's just about like a base you put it on or a base. And Denobi, what's going on? Great to have him in the house.
This is the base it came with, and that's what I use. And I'm telling you, it looks. I mean, at least for me, it looks perfectly fine. I didn't, it doesn't bother me at all. It looks great.
It may be just how you position it. So something to consider if you're thinking about the Medicom one. Just have to make sure it fits in there. But I'm going to actually take a second look at that then because, Fabio, when I look at Tamashi Nations on eBay, it's like freaking $800, $900, $1,000. And when I go onto the Facebook groups, I mean, $700. Yep. You can't get it. Mm-hmm. Now, let's read this, Fabio. We got 105 in here. Smash that like button from Lane Kramer. Lane is in the house, my man. First super chat of the night. Thank you for the $5 bomb. Hey, we need to know, do you see Rex, Ahsoka, And does the Hot Toys Wizard ever see me showing my... Yes. And I say yes. I don't need to hear from the Hot Toys Wizard, Lane. You're going to be coming on for sure. Listen, I've been chatting with Lane on the Facebook messengers and stuff like that. We're going to have Lane on. I'm getting Lane to get a camera too, so he can be on here so we can see the face. Lane, listen, in the meantime, you might just have to come on audibly and call yourself the Hot Toys Wizard and like have like a weird voice, like, oh, I think this will, I don't know, whatever. But okay, what do I think of Rex and Ahsoka? We need to know, do you see Rex and Ahsoka? Do I see? All right, so listen, I don't know what this means, Fabio. Lane, I don't know what you mean, do I see them? But I tell you what I do see about Rex and Ahsoka, okay? And since you put up the super chat, I am telling you right now that let's start with Rex first. Cody is killing it in the secondary market. And Lane, this is a great super chat because we're going to get into Rex and Ahsoka right now. I'm going to get right into Rex. And let me take this off, Lane, so we can actually show you what I want to show you on this. So I'm going to skip down and see if I could find this, but this will be very telling. Yes, I think that this is it. All right, look at this. Look at this, Fabio. What I have up on the screen is a freaking Sideshow Rex. Okay? This is a Sideshow Rex with 16 bids and over 18 hours left. $222.50, not including shipping, not including taxes, with 33 watchers. Look, this is a figure all day long that was going $500-$600 before the Hot Toys Rex came out. Right. And I'm bringing this up on the screen, Fabio, because of Lane Kramer's super chat there again. Thank you so much, Lane. But this was something we were going to talk anyway about. That Commander Cody didn't dip down like the Remnant Trooper and then come back up and dip down, or shoot right up like the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, go down a little bit now that that's coming down, or the Incinerator Trooper, or the Death Trooper, or the OG Mando. Cody went through the roof, cracked the $400 tier range, and keeps cracking that $400 tier range. And I'm telling you right now, Rex is going to be a tad more popular when it comes out. And look at those 501sts, and don't sleep on those 501sts. To me, this is very telling. Rex is going to be, as soon as it goes on the wait list, no matter when it is, immediately $400.
So my thing with this figure, I feel, at least I believe that people are still getting this figure because of the Hot Toys hype. I believe, this is why it's still selling, because I have that figure. I have a bunch of the clones, and compared to what's coming, with Hot Toys, why bother? You know what I mean? Like, why you buying this when
you compare it to the Hot Toys one? Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean.
You already saw what Cody looked like.
That's why I feel like, like who's buying this? You know what I mean? Like, who's buying this? Unless they don't know, which I think that's not true, but they don't know that there's a Hot Toys one coming out. I don't know why anybody would be buying this at this point. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. But they're fine. The figures are fine. It's just, why would you want to go? Like I said, why would you want to go backwards to a figure that's that old?
I don't understand it. And is it possible that it's an impatience issue? And I know that almost seems illogical, but this character is so, there's some collectors, Fabio, that want to display this figure next to their Commander Cody so bad that they're willing to spend this kind of money now and not wait for Rex. Or maybe they're thinking they're only going to get Rex by the holidays because they didn't officially come out with it yet. So even if they did that next week and we get Rex, how long is it going to take for it to get to the States here for some collectors? And is it possible that it's an impatience issue?
I mean, it could be, I guess, but like I said, I at this moment right now, if I didn't have that figure, and there's a few clones that I did miss from Sideshow that I didn't even bother getting. Like I missed the camel green one. I missed I think there's an orange looking one or yellow. I forget what color it was from back then from Sideshow. I completely missed them. I wasn't going to bother with them anymore, and so I just waited for Hot Toys to just keep, making what they make. But I wouldn't go backwards to go look for these at this point. I don't think so.
Now, the Big Daddy 64 brings up a good comment. Maybe somebody in the chat can verify this. That's a Phase 1 Rex, which I think it is actually. Now that I'm looking at it, not a Phase 2. So what the hell? I mean, maybe that's the reason why, Fabio, is because it's going to be a different phase, a different version, clone version of Rex that they're doing that.
Yeah, it could be. But again, like I said, even if it is though, even if it's Phase 1, yeah, you're buying this figure to have the Phase 1 and Phase 2, like, you know what I mean? Like, again, it's up to the person. I wouldn't do that, but whoever's going to buy it's going to buy it because they have their own reasons. They like you said, maybe they want to display it with Rex, or not Rex, Cody, or whatever the reasoning is. Maybe they missed out on it when it first came out, and they could they want it now. Whatever anybody wants.
Yeah. Well,
let me get this figure let me take it out.
And as you go ahead and get that, we put this back onto the screen. Listen, while we're waiting for Fabio to go get that figure, if you think for a second that this figure is going to sit in stock for forever and a day, think again, everybody in the chat. If this is a figure that you want, if it's not a figure you want, who cares? That it could be in there for a week. It could never get in stock. It could sit there for 2 years. Who cares? But if this is a figure that you want and you haven't moved on it yet, I'm telling you right now, that command, I'm live and raw, and I'm telling you, it will no way stay in stock as long as Commander Cody did. This figure is so hot, and the way the 501sts are going right now, are you kidding me? I cannot wait to get this figure. I've just got, oh my goodness. Yes, that's why it's decaf for me tonight, baby. Anyone need another pour? Anyone need any Spotchka? Fabio,
this is the one I got.
What do you got? What do you got now? Let me go to this screen. Yeah, there it is. And it's nice. It's nice. Like the head sculpt. Like I've seen that head sculpt. It's not bad, but it's not the Hot Toys one.
Right. It's not. It's not bad, but it's it's not great either. Like I said, Sideshow at one point they were very, very good, and then I don't know what the hell happened.
Fabio, it's great to have you on here because all I got to do, like, it's like a museum reference. Anything. Look, even when I brought up Tom Welling, you gave me a Tom Welling Superman figure from frickin' Smallville.
So that's why I wanted the channel to be able to show things that a lot of people haven't seen because they just started the hobby recently. So
yeah, absolutely. 105 in here. Please go ahead and smash that like button. Much appreciated. Look, this is not going to stay in stock for long. Just look at those 501st right now. It's all I'm telling you, people. If you want a Captain Rex and you're buying all these 501st and you're buying everything Clone Wars, this is not just going to be a shelf warmer. You need to get on this if this is one that you want. Yellow alert on this figure. And since we're bringing it up, and that figure will get officially announced, the final production photos, will be coming out any week. And the same with this one. Ahsoka Tano. And, boy, look, I know we know this figure's coming out, Fabio. I know that we've seen this at Secret Base. But listen, I'm still spilling my coffee over this. I feel like when this comes out, I'm going to go. I may even have to do a special live stream just when they come out with the final production photos of this, because this is such an awesome character. And I just can't wait. This figure's beautiful. I cannot wait for this figure. And I think so many people are going to want to pick up an Ahsoka. And I think this one too. I don't think they're going to make as many of these. I've said it before. We're going to get into the coffee spilling now and all the new things I think are coming up besides the few that we've mentioned already, like C-3PO. But I'm just saying, Love this Ahsoka. Is anybody else in the chat looking forward to this, or are you nah, it's just water with my pills, Aries. It's okay. Or are you kind of like pumped up? Are you pumped up for this, Fabio? Just out of curiosity, are you get this?
Absolutely. Are you crazy? The fact that we didn't have one and now we're getting two.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And I'm getting both.
I know, man. Listen, this yeah. Hate Wait Michigan Jedi goes, waitlist month later. Look, this is something where I feel like there's going to be weeping. And I feel, look, this crashed the internet, Fabio. This broke the internet.
They're both, once they sell out, they're going to go through the roof.
Through the roof. I actually am going to call it now. When this figure gets officially announced, this will be the #1 selling figure pre-order or in stock in Hot Toys. I'm calling it right now. It is going to go so fast. And it's going to be right up there actually with Captain. I actually think this is probably going to go more than Captain Rex once this comes out a couple, 2-3 weeks later. Once they, Captain Rex will be #1 and then this, but I think this will be #1. And I think it's going to sell out like hotcakes. And then it's going to be real interesting. Because then you're going to wonder what people are going to think about the Mandalorian Ahsoka. And if they're going to be, which is not the same thing. I want to point that out right now. It's not, I'm not saying which one's better or worse. They're both great. I'm just saying they're not going to make as many of these as they are the Mandalorian Ahsoka. I'm telling you right now. For extra stock anyway than what's on pre-order. This is going to be hot. 108 in here. Hit that like button. Let's spill some coffee. Are we ready for it? Look, listen, everyone wants to spill some coffee. Are you still at table 5, Mr. Popsick? Go ahead and put it in the chat. I want to make sure you're there because I don't want you to miss this one. Listen, Fabio brought it up at the beginning of the program that Hot Toys is on a different gear right now. And I'm just going to throw this up on the screen. And we all know who this is. And we all know what this is. And we're all waiting for where's Bespin Han. We're all waiting for this Han and that Han. I want to point something out as I put this up on the screen. Anybody want more coffee? Do you want decaf? I think this is, I don't know, Copper 14 or something here. Whatever this is. Let me take a sip of it.
It's like whatever. Oh, my God.
Let me show this. Let me show this, Fabio. We're talking about Hoth Han. Let's see if I actually have it. Boy, I hope I do. I might not. Let's see. Oh, I do. Here's another one. You're probably going to show me this one too, baby. All right. Let me show you all something with this figure.
Yeah, I have both of them. I have brown jacket and blue jacket, Han.
44 bids. Over 10,000 feedback, all 100%. Yeah, $306. This is big money, Fabio. $306.70, not including the $19.99 in shipping, not including taxes for a Hoth Han. Listen, everyone in the chat, is it possible that some people in the collecting community are looking for a Hoth Han? Don't tell me Tauntaun yet. We're going to get into that. But listen, am I going to get something in here? Am I going to get like, ready to go, Aries, or amen, Aries, or here we go, Aries? Look, so I want a Han Hoth. Probably more than I want a Bespin Han. What do you got there, Fabio? Let's see if I can pull it up.
I had showed you the blue one prior. This is the brown jacket one.
Ooh, yeah. Man. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah. It's not bad, actually. That's nice.
It's not bad. Obviously, the head sculpt is what it is, but the actual suit, the jacket, everything's really, really nice. It feels really good quality. Really, really nice figure.
Ivor, I want it. I want a Han Hoth. Look, you see what this is going in the secondary market when it's not even Hot Toys. And I'm telling you right now, this would absolutely create so much attention on the part of for Hot Toys within the 6 scale, within the Star Wars collecting community in general. And, here's the thing. You have to wonder, is it possible that Hot Toys would come out with this particular figure, Fabio? Because that insinuates that a forthcoming Hoth Luke is coming. Because when you come out with this figure, it's almost a no-brainer that you're going to be coming out with the companion figure, which is the Luke Hoth version. And let me bring this up on the screen so we could all spill some more coffee. And when you take a look at this particular figure here, when they went ahead and they issued this Han Stormtrooper, and you see the production photos are showing their very own Luke Stormtrooper, it's almost like they got to come out with both. And these figures, forget about it. Forget it. Both of these figures, there's going to be a market outlook probably next week. These figures are showing all kinds of signs. I'm calculating the data that they are breaking into the $500 tier range. Forget about Luke, anything Luke, A New Hope, original trilogy, anything Han, original trilogy, going through the roof. And if anyone's thinking out there that anything like this, that anything like, a Luke and Han Hoth would be a dud, would be a miss, would be a mistake by Hot Toys, that no one would buy these, or you would see the Blurg and the Tauntaun hanging out and going off into the sunset like John Wayne because no one wants to buy them out. Who the heck wants a Tauntaun? I don't need a Tauntaun. I don't got no room for a Tauntaun. And I want Bespin Han. Who cares about Hoth Han? Are you kidding me? Man, I would love this. And I tell you what, maybe, Fabio, this is what they should do. Just like they gave you Quill by himself and Quill with the Blurg, and just like you got the OG Mando and now you got the OG Mando with this, is it possible Hot Toys can do the same scenario with these figures?
They should. I mean, we're missing. That's what we're missing. We have Hoth Leia. We have Hoth Luke. Why not Han? It has to happen at some point. I feel like, why hasn't happened? I don't know. But it's definitely going to happen at some point. Like I said, Sideshow did it. Why can't Hot Toys do it? And I feel like when they do it, it's going to be that much better. They could even come out with a double pack.
Yeah, they could.
They
absolutely could come out with a double pack for that. But listen, I think that would be such a home run for Hot Toys. I'm seeing so many comments in here. Every time that I bring it up, Fabio, a Hoth Luke or a Hoth Han, and you have to wonder with that whole Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary line if they missed a boat. But here's the thing, I actually don't, because I don't really believe that the 40th anniversary line is over. I still think that they could come out with the Bespin Luke in the 40th anniversary line.
They can, absolutely.
And I certainly think that they can say these are the last 40th anniversary figures we're going to do for Empire Strikes Back. By the way, it's Hoth Luke and Hoth Han and a Tauntaun. And man, I mean, can you imagine how many shows would be talking about those type of figures? And I'm telling you right now, and I love the Blurg, and the Mandalorian is the hottest thing on earth. But I would venture to guess, and tell me what you think, okay? Because maybe I'm wrong. Because the Mandalorian is hot, okay? But I think for Star Wars in general, there's so much Mandalorian stuff. I think that the Tauntauns do better than the Blurgs.
They're more
right now.
They're more classic. It's a more classic creature. It's a more classic, anything going back to the original trilogy of Star Wars will always hold their value and their desire for collectors or fans to go buy their stuff, because that was the very, very beginning. That's where you get your base fans from. You know what I mean? So that'll sell out, in a heartbeat.
Listen, I'm a voodoo child quoting Roger Waters. The Pink Floyd, baby. Listen to Aries. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Listen, another brick in the wall, another OT figure in my wall. Listen, let's go. I love the Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. Listen, I can recite every song on the Dark Side of the Moon. Speak to me. Breathe. On the Run. Time. The Great Gig in the Sky. Money. Us and Them. Any color you like. Brain Damage. Eclipse. Let's go, baby. Yeah. 114 in here. Listen, give us OT. This would be a home run OT. Look, I would, wow. If I want the Bespin Luke. I want the Bespin Han. I want the Hoth Luke. I want the Hoth Han. Look, we didn't even get out of Empire Strikes Back, Fabio. We didn't even get out of Empire Strikes Back. Are you kidding me? Who needs a refill? Listen, Popsick, are you still in here? Do you need anything on table 5? Is there someone new on table 5? Oh, my goodness gracious. Thanks so much for that super chat. 112 in here. Let's go ahead and hit smash that overhand, that freaking like button. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much. I'm a voodoo child for that Roger Waters poetry. Yeah. Punisher XS. I love Pink Floyd myself. Great pad. Yeah, I think I'm going to go listen to that.
One thing
when I'm done with the show and have some tequila. What's that, Fabio?
I was going to say, going back to those disguise figures, Han and Luke, I bought when they came out, when they I'm pretty sure there were exclusives. I forget which Toy Fair exclusives they were. I remember specifically, and I remember getting 3 of each. Okay, this was like when I very first started getting like multiples, and I remember getting 3 of each. I was holding on to them for years.
Mm-hmm.
Sold both of the extras. Again, this was years ago, at least 4 or 5 years ago. I sold Han, I remember it was like $550. Again, 4, 5, 6 years ago this was. Han was $550. Luke for $500. Again, back then. And then the other 2 sets I sold on eBay for, I think one was $580. And then the other one, I just don't remember which figure was which, but I remember it was like $580 and almost like $600 for the other one. So back then.
Wow.
Yep.
Look, I think, listen, Howard Chan, if you're watching, any representative from Hot Toys, if you're watching, Hot Toys Chans and fans in general, look, listen. Listen. I would absolutely adore this. If they came out next year with this figure in January, they gave me Hoth Luke, Hoth Han, and a Tauntaun, they would have to give me nothing else all year. I'd be fine. If I had a choice, they're going to come out with 20 figures. And I saw the list, and who knows what they're all going to be. It's like you can get these 20 Star Wars figures, or you could just get a Tauntaun, and Luke and Han. I actually might, Fabio, I might just say, you know what? I'll pass on the other 20 and just give me this. And okay, Hot Toys, you just killed it this year. This is the figure, announcement of the year. These 2, because that's all you came out with. But I'd take it. I really would.
No, not just you. I feel like a lot of people would. A lot of people would, give up a lot of other figures that Hot Toys is making right now to get these, first instead. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Look, listen, 119 in here. Smash that like button. Subscribe to 6 Scale Cantina and smash that like button because we need Howard to hear it. We need Howard to listen it, to watch it. And what about my man, Fabio from Fabs Figures? We talked a lot about his channel, and he showed some of his awesome collection. Everything we're calling out, this gentleman, this collector has. I have the link to his, channel within the video description below. You absolutely must subscribe to this guy. It is absolutely awesome, and what an asset to the community. But listen, hit that like button. I don't want to take this off the screen. I feel like I want to keep pouring and keep. Oh my goodness gracious! Let me get some of this now, whatever this is. All right, let's. let's go to the next one. Let's keep spilling coffee. And a lot of people talk about this, and I'm going to tell you why that they're going to come out with this. I'm going to put this up on the screen. All right, listen, this figure, this Dark Side Rey would absolutely kill it in the secondary, in the for Hot Toys, because the Rey figure is killing it, Fabio. It is selling like crazy. It is selling like crazy. So if I pull up everything Hot Toys, and let's see if I could just do Star Wars. Let's pull it up on the screen. They absolutely smashed it with this head sculpt, Fabio. And let's see if I could scroll down to exactly where this is sitting, not selling. Well, will be where it's selling, best selling wise. And look at how high up Rey is. Rey is sitting up so high. It's above Clone Wars Ahsoka and next to freaking Pedro Pascal in the chrome-plated Mandalorian. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, that's a great figure.
It's possibly a candidate for figure of the year, and they've got this head sculpt. So here's the thing, because Fabio, a lot of other toy companies put this out. Is it possible that Hot Toys would come out with a Dark Side Rey because they're seeing that this white outfit Rey is selling so well that they're like, you know what? We got the head sculpt. Let's make this a con exclusive. Let's make a couple of thousand here and let's cash in, because obviously it's not going to sit in stock. These collectors will buy it. What say you?
Absolutely. That would be a no-brainer. That's an easy figure to make. Like you said, they already have the head. What do you give a red, double sword, Darth Maul double sword, and what do you call it? A black cloak or something. Like and it would be an amazing figure to own as well.
Yeah, I look at Popsic here, and a lot of people would be like that. Look, no matter what you think of the sequels, and everybody knows my problems with it, that they killed Luke. But listen, I'm with Popsic here. Give me a Dark Side Rey. I absolutely would take that female Sith without question. I'm right with Popsic there, and I think it would sell. Hasbro saw it. Hasbro was one of the first companies. Once Rise of Skywalker came out, Fabio, they're like, look, we're not putting out a lot of these figures. They just weren't. They drew the line. They weren't going to lose money. But when people saw about this Dark Side Rey, they put it out because there's money. And look at the Rey we were just talking about, and they have the head sculpt. With that head sculpt, I'd buy it all day long.
Yeah.
I put this on my shelf with the other Sith. I put it with Maul. I put it with Dooku. I put it with Emperor. I put it with freaking Darth Vader, and now all I need is Grievous.
I was gonna say, imagine Dark Side Rey with the new Palpatine. That would be insane.
I got the Solo Maul, not because of Maul and Solo, but I was blown away by the legs and the little wires coming out of the legs, the way Hot Toys did the artwork and that. I got that figure in my collection.
Right.
And I really like the whole getup, with the necklace and all that. And for a lot of people, I think the same thing with that eternal Sith, I guess, Emperor, whatever you would call that, with the red inner robes. I mean, at the end of that film, he looked, man, that looked like I'd love to just sit that in there. Ooh, I think that would be one for sure. But definitely the Rey, the way that's selling. I mean, look, the proof's in the pudding. Where's the money?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the money? And the money is in that head sculpt.
Oh, yeah.
Man of Hot Collectibles, you guys rock. Don't forget, the Man of Hot Collectibles premiere is going to be coming up here at 8:30 with EZ Company Collectibles. They're going to have 6-scale unfiltered. You absolutely don't want to miss that coming up on 8:30. It will be a live premiere. We will make sure we will be signing off before that for sure, so that all of you can Man, the Hot Collectibles would love to join the stream, but I'm with my 3-year-old right now. Well, listen, that's no problem there, man. The Hot Collectibles, I'm pumping it up for you, baby. I'm glad that you're in here. Joel Pellerin, I would order a Dark Side Rey. Yeah. Look at this. I'm a voodoo child. Oh man. A Dark Side Rey at Emperor DX. Name your price. I'll buy.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's a great DX double pack right there. That would be so like unexpected. It would blow people away.
Well, look, with 111 in here, look at somebody's comments. Wow, Carbonite Kid, Dark Side Rey with a Light Side Ben 2-pack. Look, people would buy this. You know, Zodiac Collector, Dark Side Rey would definitely sell faster than the Jet Troopers. Yeah, I think so. That are currently on the site. Maybe it would even increase their sales. You know what? That's a good point. It may. It may. You know, I haven't seen it even with the Kylo at rate that's up now, that increasing, but you know, someday, Fabio, someday, 10 years, 12 years down the line, who knows what Favreau and Filoni do. I wonder if some of those first order troopers are going to go up a little bit in price. Just saying. Give it some years.
Oh,
Gotta wonder.
I feel like Hot Toys, for some reason, it's very rare for a figure to lose value with Hot Toys. I feel like as any Hot Toys figure, as soon as it sells out, I feel like the price goes up, you know, naturally, obviously, which would make sense. The only figure that I noticed that went down, I feel like, was Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man. And I have a feeling that because of what's going on with the new movie now, No Way Home, I feel like people are going to want that figure because of, you know, obviously what's going on. I don't want to say anything and spoil it for whoever doesn't know what's going on, but, you know, I feel like that figure is going to make a comeback because of that. But it's the only figure that I've seen that didn't go up in price at all.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to make sure I have the right screen up over here so I can show this. And I'm hoping that this even works, but who knows? Let's see. Let me go to bring this up because I want to pull this up onto the screen. See if I could still find this comment. Vengeful Canadian. Darth Talon is the female Sith for me. And I don't even know if... let's see if I have this up. Actually, I don't, but I got to share it and see if I could put this up onto the screen. And yeah. All right. Well, there she is. Look, Darth Talon. Look. Oh, boy. Do you know, and I brought this up before, do you know that Darth Talon and Darth Maul, actually, Fabio, that was one of the original scripts that George Lucas was thinking of for the sequels?
Can you imagine how big that would have been?
Yeah. Yeah. All this dark side Rey, dark side. Yeah. I feel like a female Sith is going to be coming. Whether it's Dark Side Rey or Darth Talon, especially up on Disney Plus, they've got to be they've got to be doing it.
Absolutely.
We're getting close to the debut of not debut, but the new episode of 6 Scale Unfiltered. So let's keep going down on some of these over here. Anybody interested in these guys, or no interest? Is there any interest in Clone Commander Wolf? Let's start with Wolf. Listen, I would drink a lot of Spotchka for Clone Commander Wolf. And if they wanted to give me a 2-pack, baby, with Plo Koon, I'll drink another thing of Spotchka. I'll keep nailing them down. And listen, I think Fabio's going to be getting maybe both of these figures. Anybody want Clone Commander Wolf? Anybody interested in Clone Commander Wolf? Anybody dream about getting a Clone Commander Wolf Hot Toys? Anybody wonder of the possibilities about Clone Commander Wolf?
There's Wolf.
Come on, brother. Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to show it. Oh, man. Come on. 109 watching this. Yeah. How good would this sell for Hot Toys?
Oh, look at the detail from back then. Look at that face.
Yes.
So that's what I mean. Sideshow is very well capable of doing what they need to do for figures. It's just what's happening to them. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but they had amazing figures from the very beginning. So like I said, I don't know what's going on over there, but it doesn't make
I don't know. But listen, I know they're going to come out with a lot of clothes. I want look, I think they're going to come out with Bly. I think they're going to come out with Wolf. We've already talked about Wrecker and the rest of the Bad Batch. I think they're going to come out with Gree. I'd love for them to come out with Gree with a head sculpt. They might not, because we didn't see the head sculpt in the Revenge of the Sith. I don't think so. I'm trying to think back on Chewbacca's planet there, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe they would. I think a lot of that stuff is coming. I know someone mentioned to me, did you see the Airborne Trooper was taken off? I don't read anything into that. I still think they've got to be insane with the way that Cody sold not to come out with any of those. Look, give me Plo Koon. Put it in a 2-pack with this, baby. I still think this is coming. And let me guess, Fabio, you have the sideshow version of Fisto. Am I right or am I wrong?
I do not have it because
you don't have this one.
I do not have it because again, it was during the time when I had stopped collecting when it was released. I was not really into sideshow that much at that point, so I didn't get it, which I don't regret at all, actually, because I feel like, you know, if Hot Toys makes it, then fine. And look, thank God they showed it, which means that there's a possibility that they will. So, you know, I'm just waiting on that. But I didn't get the sideshow because of that.
Combat Evolved, the Jesse Vaughn Fives Echo. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep going with a couple of these. I know that that's going to be coming. She's coming. Don't dismay. Don't despair that it's taken that long. I've already got the inside scoop. They are 1,000% making Padme. They awesome. They're coming out with this. You know, when we'll have to see. I still think it's going to be, you know, over the next 6 months. I really do. But I can't wait for this figure. I mean, this would be absolutely. I mean, she's in all three. She's so pivotal to the prequels, and it'll go good with my Dark Side Anakin, and it'll go good with my upcoming Clone Wars Anakin. Like I said, I'm getting that one with the Stat Baby because I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait to. I think that that's a figure that's going to be coming really, really soon. Here you go. Here's another one for the prequels, even though it's Mandalorian. Come on, baby. Here's a 2-pack I'd like, Fabio. Let's get a battle droid with the super battle droid. There you go. You get them both at once.
That'd be nice. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't even think it'd be that expensive if they did that. If they gave us a droid 2-pack and gave me a super battle droid and a battle droid, you have to wonder, is it possible?
Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah. Absolutely. And here's one that's going to be coming out. Look for it any week. If not next week, and you heard it here, but probably not next week, but probably over the next several weeks. Yeah, I cannot wait for this figure now. And let me tell you why. I can't wait for Fennec because I am so impressed that they came out with this Boba Fett and the Throne. And there's no way in the world I'm going to buy Boba Fett and the Throne and not have Fennec with the blue Spotchka baby sitting there on the arm of the chair. That's exactly how I'm going to do it. And they're 100% going to do it before the Book of Boba Fett comes out. Just like I told everybody that they were going to come out with the Boba Fett and the Throne. I'm actually shocked they haven't released Fabio. They haven't officially announced this figure yet, are you? But I think it's probably any week.
Yeah, no, it'll that's coming soon. But it's funny you say that because it's bringing me right back to when we were just speculating on when you talked about, do you think this is coming? Do you think right after the episode aired? And then like literally like I think it was the next day or days later, it was announced or something like that. And I was like, oh my God. Like, so after that happened, like I don't doubt that Hot Toys is, making, anything coming from the show that they know is going to make money, So it was just, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. So after seeing that, I was like, anything's possible at this point.
Hey, hit that like button. We're almost at the end of the show, but hit that like button. Punch it, overhand it, uppercut it, and subscribe. Listen, I'm getting another call from the Hot Toys Wizard. Okay, well, Now you do sound like C-3PO. This is driving me crazy. I know the Man of Hot Collectibles show. I know 6 Scale Unfiltered is going to debut. I only got a few more minutes. Right. Okay. All right. I know. Yeah, yes. I think they all know to tune in to the Man of Hot Collectibles 6 Scale Unfiltered with Easy Company at 8:30. You want me to show which figures? 3 more. And you're saying that they're 1,000% going to shock us with these figures. Are you sure, Wizard? Wizard. He hung up, but he told me to show these. Here we go to close out the show. Let's bring these up. He said that these are a lock, Fabio, an absolute lock. Let's bring up the locks. And let's show them up. I'm actually not surprised about any of these, but especially this one. This is coming out in 6 scale. This is from the Hot Toys Wizard. So listen, if you need coffee, and I'm not surprised about this, Fabio, because, every time they put out Darth Vader, there's not sitting in stock. They all go crazy on the secondary market. This would be the best-selling one. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this is coming.
Amazing. I had no idea. That's awesome.
Here's another one that's going to be coming out. Are you ready? Make some noise if you are ready. Yep. There you go. It's going to be coming out. They didn't just leave this up here for decoration. Unless they must want to give us a Hoth Luke, which would be great. Or maybe this would be great. How about a Bespin Luke and Hoth Luke 2-pack, Fabio? Because then you'd have to wonder, is it possible that people would be talking about, does that mean we're going to get a 2-pack Han, Bespin, and Han Hoth? I mean, wow, it'd stir up a lot of conversation. That's great marketing.
Absolutely. That'll be, I mean, can you imagine? It's like, that would be such an incredible thing for Hot Toys to do. I mean, I personally don't think they would ever. If they did, forget it. But I would absolutely buy at least 2 of each.
All right. So we're going to go to the final one. The final figure that the Hot Toys Wizard told me to share. That is an absolute, unequivocal, absolute lock that they're going to be coming out with. A Hot Toys Star Wars figure. This is the last refill of the night, baby. I'm going to fill up table 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 15 through 100. I've got Spotchka. I've got more Spotchka. Are you ready? I got Jawa Juice. This is the figure you've all been waiting for. And let's see, the Hot Toys Wizard just threw this at me, so I have to put it up. This may not be one we've talked about before, but here we go. This is a lock, baby. It is 1,000% coming to you. We got to have Bail on one of these shows. We've got to get Jimmy Smits to come on. Is it possible that the Man of Hot Collectibles, Fabio, is going to talk about Jimmy Smits and the Bail Organa figure in 1/6 unfiltered?
You've been talking about this figure. You've been talking about this figure for a while. You've been wanting this figure, so the fact that it's coming out, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's coming out. And Fabio, you know it. I know it. The Hot Toys Wizard knows it. Disney knows it. And you know who else knows it for sure? Howard Chan.
It's like Howard Chan. Oh, my God.
Listen, I talked about Fabio at the beginning of the program. You got a few minutes. So once you get out of here, you got to go ahead and check out Fabio's new channel, Fabs Figures. I've got the link to his channel within the video description below. And listen, hit the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Smash that like button. And please subscribe to 6 Scale Cantina. I so appreciate your support. I will be live and raw again next Saturday. So if you liked Live and Raw, I'm going to be live and raw again next Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, same time, same station, and I will be live on the Man of Hot Collectibles live stream this coming Friday at 9 p.m. We're going to continue that live stream. Dante and I, he's going to do it this Friday, and then I'm going to do it the Friday next, and I'll have the full panel on. and then he'll do it the next Friday, and then I'll do it the Friday next. So every Friday at 9 p.m. during the fall, you'll see Aries and you'll see Dante, and then you'll see Live and Raw again next Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Remember, I don't always buy coffee out, but when I do, I buy from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends. Go to Dante's show. See ya.